Alright y'all, so in this video, I'm going to be going over how to make your own personalized rare versions of the Miniverse. We're going to go over how to do some roses, the pink betta, the yellow belly slider, and of course the elf spaghetti, which people are charging over $100 for this ball alone. So instead of being charged over $100 or even $75, $50, I'm going to show you how to achieve these from Miniverses and also from other items that you can buy a lot cheaper than what people are selling these for. So these are the rares we're going to go over today. Alright, so first we're going to start off by making the purple betta. So in order to make that, you are going to need a pink betta. It is way easier to find the pink bettas than the purple bettas. Okay, so what you're going to need is a purple Sharpie paint pen. This is a paint pen, not a regular Sharpie marker. You're going to need the paint pen, and then you're going to need your pink betta. So if you're looking at the picture, you're going to notice that in the middle of the purple betta, so in the middle of this purple betta, you will see the pink in there. So you're actually going to also need a pink paint pen for this process as well. And this is the pink Sharpie paint pen for the middle of the betta. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that purple Sharpie paint pen and you're just going to paint the ends of the fish fins. So the tips of the fish fins is what you're painting with the purple Sharpie paint pen. So you're going to want to make sure you do that on both sides of the pink betta. Then at the top, there's sort of like right here at the top, there's kind of some purple up there too. So you're going to want to make sure you paint that purple as well. Alright, you're going to do that on both sides. Paint that top portion purple, just like in the picture. The top portion of it is kind of purple, as you can see. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our pink painter's pen and we're going to cover the pink part in the middle. We're just going to paint that back over with the pink painter's pen. Alright, and this is what it's looking like once you cover that back up with the pink Sharpie painter's pen. Alright, so with the pink betta, you still get, you know, your bowl. It's a different type of bowl than the purple betta. You still get some gravel, only it's pink and not purple. And you still get the plant. Now, one thing I did notice is that when I made my pink betta, because the pebbles is so close to this color of the pink betta, you can barely see the tail in there. And then from far back, it's kind of blending in. So I think it is way better to have a purple betta with the pink sand, because there it actually stands out, rather than having it with the pink betta where it kind of blends in with everything. Alright, and then you're just going to take a black Sharpie and make the eyeballs. I probably made my eyeballs maybe a little too big. But if you do, you can always just go back over with the pink or the purple to redo the eyeballs. But that is what you're going to get when you are completely finished. Next is these Valentine roses. Now, these Valentine roses, you only get 3 of them. I was able to find some roses on Temu, and you get 5 of them for really inexpensive. But if you are not a fan of Temu, then I found these pink roses at Michael's. Now, they come in packs of 3. I bought 6 of them. So, if you're not a fan of Temu and you want, and these actually comes with leaves. The ones on Temu do not come with leaves, but you can also purchase these at Michael's, and I'm going to show you how we're going to make these red. So I turned my flash off so that you can see the difference between the ones you can get on Temu and the ones you can get on Michael's, which is the pink one. So besides the fact that the ones at Michael's has a leaf, the ones on Temu don't, there's also a difference in the middle. Now they are exactly the same size, so if you want to do some from Michael's, some from Temu like I'm going to do, then be my guest. But this is the difference, is how they look in the middle. Now this is with the flash on. You can't really tell the details, but that is why I had turned the flash off to show you those details. Alright, so in order to make this red, I am going to use a red Sharpie paint pen. The reason why I'm using this is for 2 reasons. The main reason is because I don't want to use a very thin paintbrush to go around the stem there. It's just easier to use the paint pen. You don't want to get the red on the stem, so using the Sharpie pen is going to be way easier. Another reason why is because the centerpiece, it's very detailed, and you don't want to use paint that's going to be too thick to where you're not going to be able to see the details. Now here is one I already painted red, and when I say details, you can see what I mean. You're still able to see the details in that rose to where it's not thick enough that it covered that detail up. So that is why we are using the paint pen, and all you're going to do is you're just going to start painting it red. Once you get up to the top with all those details, if you just press your paint pen like in those areas, you'll be able to cover those areas up. Just pressing that paint pen down to where those details are. That way you get all the pink in there and you're able to completely cover it up with red. And there they are, painted red. Now you can always go back and get areas that you may have missed the first time. You can always go back and get those areas later. Now because these aren't actual Miniverse items, you are not going to get the vase, nor are you going to get the resin. As for me, I don't really want the resin, and you can always buy the resin online. Now as far as the vase, I did find this vase online. I'm just going to have to maybe cut those stems down a little. But I did find this vase online, so you can actually buy the resin in the vase if you want to keep it in the vase. And I'm just showing you the difference once again between the ones from Temu and the ones from Michael that we just painted. I'm showing this without the flash. Now I also have some Miniverse plants just so that you can see a size variance and see that it works with the Miniverses. So that is just to show you that it actually does work with the Miniverse. Even though we didn't buy actual Miniverse roses, because the only Miniverse roses, once again, is the one that comes in the Valentines pack, which are very rare. So there you have it. Here they are all together with the baby breaths of the Miniverse. Now I don't have a full dozen, but that's okay. I needed one more rose to have a complete full dozen, but yeah, who's gonna be counting these anyways, right? And then here it is in the vase that I bought. Next, we're going to do the yellow belly slider. Now, we're not going to get a turtle that looks exactly like the yellow belly slider, but we are trying to achieve is a turtle that doesn't look like the red air slider when we do the yellow belly slider. So for the yellow belly slider, we are going to use a red air slider. And you guessed it, a brown painter's Sharpie pen. It is way easier to find the red air slider than the yellow belly slider. Now, the main difference is that the shell on the yellow belly slider is brown, where the shell on the red air slider is green. Another difference will be on the bottom, where it's also going to be brown on the yellow belly. When these are in your their little terrariums or whatever you have them in, you don't even see the bottom anyways. So that's not even going to be shown unless you for some reason have your turtle upside down. We do not need to do anything to the bottom because, like I said, you're not even going to see the bottom. But for this video, we are just going to end up painting that bottom of that brown. The yellow on top of the shell we're going to paint brown, and then those light green spots you see on top of the shell also we are going to paint that brown. Now this is the only piece that I'm going to be doing in this video that is not going to look exactly like what we are intending it to look like. It's not going to look like the yellow belly slider, but it's also not going to look like the red air slider. It's going to look totally different. And here you have it. So after you paint the bottom portion brown, and then those spots brown, and then around the shell that was yellow, paint that brown, this is what it's going to look like. So once again, it does not look like the yellow belly slider, but it does not also look like the red air slider. So you'll have two turtles that look completely different for your terrarium, which is basically what you're trying to achieve here, is to get turtles that don't look exactly alike. And here, they don't look anything alike. Now you can go back over with your brown if you see some yellow poking through. I know there's some yellow that is on the leg that is hard to get, but you can go back over with the brown to get those spots as well. But that is how you get a personalized turtle that doesn't look like your red air slider turtle. Alright, so the red air slider does come with a rectangle terrarium instead of this circle terrarium. And that is the only difference, because it still has, looks like the same pink pebbles. It still has the resin as the water, and then it still has the rocks here as well. So that is what you would still get in with the red air slider. So next is the one everyone has been waiting for, the very rare elf spaghetti. So I actually do have one, and I have not put it together, but I am going to show you how to make one of these if you don't have this set. Now this elf spaghetti is what you see people selling for 10 times the price and more. This is a $10 ball. It should not be over $100 just for this elf spaghetti. So I'm going to show you how to make your own for way less than what people are selling it for. So what you're going to need is this 30-piece multi-pack Miniverse food item. I got mine on Amazon, and they usually have sales. I got mine for a very inexpensive price. I was able to get 4 out of the 7 items that I'm going to need to make the elf ball from this 30-piece multi-pack. Alright, so let's just go ahead and take these out here. So one of the 2 out of the 7 items that we will need for the spaghetti ball that is in this multi-pack is the plate and then the silverware. The silverware is going to be up here, but I already had taken it out. So the plate and the silverware is coming from the multi-pack. Another thing is that this has maple syrup with it. There's also maple syrup in the multi-pack, so we're going to go ahead and take that out as well. Another thing we are going to need from the multi-pack is some marshmallows. Now, in the multi-pack, we have a cereal that has marshmallows written on it. When you open that up, you're going to notice that the cereal has little marshmallow pieces in there. These are what we're going to use for the marshmallows. So those are the 4 items that come in this multi-pack that we will be using for our elf spaghetti. Alright, and these are the 3 items that does not come in the 30-piece kit that you will need. So you're going to need some candy canes. Now these candy canes are tiny. I was able to find some candy canes on Amazon that are also tiny, and they were very inexpensive. You're only going to need 2. I will post the link to my Amazon cart. It's going to be under the link titled Dollhouse Accessories to get these candy canes. Here is a size comparison from the one that comes in the kit to the one that came with Amazon. They're pretty much the same size and length, but width-wise, the one in Amazon is just thicker. So that is a size comparison for what you will get on Amazon. Next thing we will need is some balls, colorful balls like this. When I looked at this, I immediately thought of sprinkles. So I went and picked up the sprinkles that it reminded me of. Now these are also really less expensive, and everything that I am showing you is still a whole lot less than buying a elf ball from, somebody online. All of this stuff is really inexpensive. So I don't see any white balls in here, so we probably will just not use the white ones that are in here, but that is what we are going to use in replace of these balls here. Then the next thing we are going to need is some spaghetti. Now, you can do 1 or 2 things with the spaghetti. You can either use the Roman noodle packs from Miniverse. This is the Roman noodle pack that comes with the, the bowl and the spoon and the eggs. That is the Roman noodle pack that I'm talking about. As you can see, these noodles are thicker than the spaghetti because they are actually noodles and not spaghetti. So you can go ahead and use this pack, which is what I am going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and use this pack so you can see what it looks like instead of making my own spaghetti from polymer clay. Now, if you do make it from polymer clay, all you're going to need is like a tool like this, and you're going to use the smallest hole you can put that clay through. It's a metal clay extruder. You're just going to use the smallest hole to get the size of that spaghetti. But like I said, I'm not going to do that. I am going to do it this way so that you can actually see what it looks like using these noodles instead of thinner spaghetti noodles like this is here. And then that is all of the things we are going to be needing to complete our elf spaghetti. Now, once again, you're just going to basically kind of make it messy this way. I'm going to go ahead and make it. As you can see, it's just kind of a mess, but there's no right or wrong way to make it. These are all the things that I'm going to be using. I forgot this. So these are all the things I'm going to be using, and I will be back to show you what that is looking like. Now, I will also say that if you do have polymer clay, you do not have to use, for instance, the marshmallow O's. You do not have to use those marshmallows. You can just make those marshmallows out of your polymer clay. You also do not have to go and buy sprinkles. You can make balls out of the polymer clay, and then you do not have to use the Roman noodle pack. You can just make it out of polymer clay. So all of those ingredients can be taken care of by using polymer clay. You will just have to get the fork, the plate, and then find some candy canes, because the rest can honestly, oh, you'll have to find some syrup or something as well, but the rest can be taken care of by just using polymer clay. Y'all, I am so shocked and impressed of how good this looks. So if you watched, my other videos, I show everything in real time. If I make a mistake, I'm going to show you. If this was a big flop, I will show you and be like, all right, don't do that. I am so shocked about how good this looks. I wasn't expecting it to look as good with doing the noodles instead of like this thin spaghetti. I was not expecting how well this looks. I also used some of the white sprinkles because who was I to think I could take out all of those white sprinkles from, the colorful ones. So without further ado, boom, here is the elf spaghetti. There's no right or wrong way to do this. I mean, it's just a messy glob of stuff, but do I say it looks even better than if I used thinner noodles? Like, look how good this looks. I can't believe it. It looks so good. It wasn't a flop after all. I wasn't expecting it to look this good. I really wasn't. I thought I was gonna need those thinner noodles, but I just wanted to see, just in case some people don't have polymer clay or know how to even use it, how the thicker noodles would look. This may I say, it may be looking better than with the thinner noodles. Like, I am so impressed. And like I said, I did have some white sprinkles in there because there was no way I was gonna be able to divvy out all of those. Yeah, there was no way I was gonna do that. So that just looks amazing. I'm sorry, but hello. You wouldn't be able to even tell that I've used real sprinkles. I've used the marshmallows from the Marshmallow O cereal, the syrup from that, and these are not even the candy canes. I've bought candy canes and put those in there as well. This looks amazing. Amazing. I am obsessed. $100+ for what, baby? We did this all under maybe. So that 30-piece set, it was like $17 on sale at Amazon. The sprinkles was like, what, I don't know, $1 or so. We're at $18. These candy canes was what, like $3 for that big bag of candy canes, like $3. So $100 for what? This looks amazing. All right, that is the end of the VTO, ending with the elf spaghetti that everybody is wanting, that people are paying over $100 to get. Now, the only other thing that was inside the elf spaghetti was this cute little Christmas card from the elf, what's his name, Buddy? So this cute little card in this cute little envelope. You can honestly just make this online yourself. But it's just like a cute little Christmas card. And then when you open it up, it just says, what does it say? I don't remember. It just says, love, Buddy. So that's the only other thing that's inside the elf ball. But the elf spaghetti, hello, amazing. All right, so that is going to conclude this video of how to make your own rares with the roses. how to do your own, maybe not yellow belly slider, but how to do your own rare turtle, how to do your own purple betta, or any other color betta you would like, and of course, the elf spaghetti. Thank you for watching.